Well, hello everyone. My name is Chris Snedden. I'm here from London, Ontario, which is a city about halfway between Toronto and Detroit in Canada, in southwestern Ontario. And I've been a potter for many years, for almost 4 decades now, and in and around the London area. And I really love clay. I really do. And clay has led me to gardening. Clay and my lovely wife have led me to gardening, and there's a lot of crossovers with pottery and gardening as well. And more specifically to bonsai, or bonsai as they call it. That is the correct way to say it, apparently, is bonsai. So bone, sai, right? Which literally translates to tree in a pot. And I've really become obsessed with bonsai, and so I've started making bonsai pots. And so consequently, my whole business focus has been changing to making bonsai pots and teaching about pottery and so forth. I certainly don't feel qualified to teach anyone about bonsai, but this channel is, and the bonsai side of this channel is really more or less a way of communicating with other people who have bonsai channels and other bonsai enthusiasts. And it's also a way for me to keep track of my trees, because I got a lot of trees. And this is just my studio. There's trees upstairs, there's trees across the hall in the laundry room, there's trees out in the greenhouse, and it's really cold out there. There's trees everywhere, so I have a lot of trees, so I need a way to keep track of them. And I'm following in the footsteps of Mr. Nigel Saunders, who's really an amazing guy. He has all of his trees in a playlist, and so that you can follow the progression of the tree. And I think that that's a really clever way of keeping track of your trees. It doesn't necessarily tell you when you should repot, or when you should prune, or when you should do all those things, but it does help you keep track of the progression of your trees. I just want to make a clarification. I'm a bonsai enthusiast. I'm a professional potter. I teach pottery classes for Lambton College. I teach classes for Clay Works here in London, which used to be called the London Clay Art Centre. I've taught classes, online. I've taught classes, and I may yet do more classes online. So stay tuned. Watch this space, right? Don't forget to like and subscribe, as they say. But as far as bonsai is concerned, I am definitely just an enthusiast, and I would hesitate to follow my own advice. But I do know some things. But I want to clear up a couple of misconceptions. There's different types of bonsai artists, just as there's different types of clay artists. There's clay enthusiasts, and there's people who are working at clay professionally, right? And the same thing with bonsai artists. There's people like myself who are really just messing around, making pots, sticks in pots, and watching them grow and getting a lot of satisfaction and fun out of doing that. But there's people who are out there making a living at it, and they have a different approach to styling trees. It's quite interesting, I think. There's a lot of interesting similarities between pottery and bonsai, the practice of bonsai and the practice of pottery. Today, while I'm sitting here talking to you about all these things and introducing this channel, I thought I would de-wire this ficus, this willow leaf ficus, which has seen better days, as you can see. But it's all of my trees are in pots that I've made, whether they're big or little, and I'm learning from every failure, from every success. I'm learning. So this tree, I really do need to de-wire it. And one thing that you need to realize about bonsai is they don't always look great. They don't always, exude this Japanese sort of Zen, vibe. A lot of times, most of the time, they look pretty crappy. And this one looks pretty crappy, but it won't forever, right? And so what I try to do as, part of the horticultural aspect of bonsai is I try to trim the tree and prune the tree and grow the tree, feed the tree in such a way that it's the best for the tree, obviously, right? So there's a lot of different schools of thought about bonsai, and about every practice that it involves bonsai, or that bonsai encompasses, from the soil. It's the same with pottery too, right? Potters will go on and on about the right type of sponge or the right type of for a particular job, and it makes a difference. It really does. I have these fancy Japanese tools that I've invested in, but you don't have to have these tools. You can use little clippers and nippers and stuff from Canadian Tire, right, or your local hardware store. That has absolutely no effect on your the final look of your trees. You just want to be careful not to clip your tree, right? So I need to throw that away. The advantage of these tools is they're purpose built, right? So I can go up against the trunk around the wire and nip it, and it falls right off. That's the only difference, right? But you don't need high-end tools, to make bonsai. You can make bonsai from pretty much anything. I think this plant was, not very expensive at all. You picked it up cheap at some nursery, but it definitely needs dewiring. And this is the cycle. And there's, like pottery, bonsai is cyclical. And so I'll expose you to all of that. So if you are interested in following along, and I hope you are, then please do like and subscribe. And I'll post some hopefully interesting videos for you. And if you have any comments or suggestions, please do make them in the comment section down below. And we'll see how this journey goes. All right. Take care, and I'll see you on the bright side. Bye. Bye.